1st and 10. Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Fields on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 26 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 5. Here's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, 32 yards. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Bears! Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Roquan Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Henderson going to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Stafford here. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in play?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And Graham on the grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top.
Touchdown! It's complete. Jimmy Graham from 6 yards away. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 28, Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Stafford now to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Touchdown, LA! CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On 1st down, Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
From the 25 on second down, Stafford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away, and that is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bears 49, Rams 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So, and now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day, his 2nd sack of the night. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On play action, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the intercept. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford under pressure. They got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 94 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Back now here on EA Sports, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A'Shawn Robinson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
Michelle.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for, because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to... And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Now Stafford. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up